Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is a video that I have kind of put off for quite some time. I've been teasing over the past couple days, ever since they spoke about Renegades in the live stream, saying that I'm going to talk about my honest thoughts and my honest opinions about Renegades and what I've seen. But I also wanted to have a conversation about kind of where I'm at with Destiny as well, and kind of give you guys a little bit of an update as to where the channel's at. But rather than make 3 separate videos about these 3 different topics, I kind of wanted to put it into all one video, because all of them in some way are kind of linked to each other, right? Because, you know, Renegades is part of Destiny, Destiny is part of my channel. So yeah, this is basically what this video is going to be about. And honestly, I definitely think this type of video is long overdue, because I haven't even made a video like this on my channel. I just haven't made a video like this on my channel. So we're gonna get started and talk about Destiny 2 Renegades. My first impressions, my thoughts after watching the live stream. It was good. If I'm just being honest with you, it was good. Renegades looks really, really good, and I'm not even a Star Wars fan. Let me just put that premise to the side and just get that out of the way now, because I am not a Star Wars fan. I'm not looking at Renegades going, oh my god, I love Star Wars, and my favorite game is collabing with Star Wars, and that means I love it even more. Like, no, 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 no. I am not a Star Wars fan at all, and I think it looks really, really good. I love the fact that we're taking a little bit of a different approach to the Vex. The Vex actually wear clothes and actually think for themselves now, which is huge when it comes to the lore. I love that we're going back to Tharsis. I love that we've kind of got this criminal underground going on. I love the fact that we're going to be doing some deals with all 3 of them and kind of going against our morals to kind of achieve what we want to achieve. I can't wait to see what the kind of repercussions of 3's death is and what effects that have on Earth. Like, we're going in a really, really good direction when it comes to the actual story of Destiny. Even things like the Dredgen. Like, the Dredgen story, the Thorn story, the Rezu Wazir story, the Shin Malphur story. Like, all of those stories is some of my favorite. And you guys know me. You guys know that if you watch my YouTube videos that I love the lore of Destiny. I don't primarily make lore videos because there are other people doing that. You don't need me to do that. But at the same time, I grew up with the lore of Destiny. I've literally been playing the game for, 11 years now. So the fact that they're going in this direction when it comes to one of the aspects that I love so much, which is the Dredgens and a new Dredgen being on the scene, and just with the lore knowledge that I know and what direction they could potentially go in, like, yeah, of course I'm excited with that. It's some of the best storytelling we've had in a long time. And unfortunately, when it comes to the Dredgen story, without, going too deep off into that kind of tangent, a lot of that story was never ever told in game. It was always told through lore books or through lore interactions or grimoire cards or things that you see online and things like that. So the fact that we're actually getting something actual in game when it comes to the Dredgens and what potentially is going on there, yeah, of course it's cool. On top of that, we get a lightsaber. Again, this is coming from someone that is not a Star Wars fan, but in my opinion, it looks freaking cool. And you can customize your own one as well. I assume that means what perks it has, what color it comes in, because people love to represent the lightsaber based on the color that they have. Mine's probably going to be blue because I'm a stasis main. And it just looks awesome. The fact that you can throw it out and you can retrieve it and come back to you, you can block shots. I'd really have to see what that looks like in PvP, by the way, the fact that you're blocking shots. But again, we'll park that to one side. But overall, I just like the feel of it. I like the theme of it. I like the fact that we've got kind of like a new game mode when it comes to PvEVP. I love the fact that you can infiltrate other people's PvE arenas. I love the fact that you can get into that kind of giant robot looking thing. Sorry, again, I have to keep saying this. I'm not a Star Wars fan, so I don't know what that thing is. But you get to go into it, and you get to shoot shit with it, and I love that. By the way, I love the whole white and black theme. The white and black with the red lights. That looks so, so cool. I love the fact that the Cabal are coating in that because they are basically representing the Imperial or something like that. Again, not a Star Wars fan. I'm going to stop saying that now. But overall, I love the feel. I love the direction. And I love the map aesthetics, by the way, as well. Like, we actually get to use our sparrows now on a new location, which is absolutely incredible. I love the fact that we've got, like, kind of like a swampy jungle-esque. I love the desert style, so it suits Mars perfectly. I love the direction that we're going in when it comes to the location. You're going back to Mars. Tharsis looks amazing as well. So in terms of the story, in terms of the design, and in terms of the direction that we're actually going in when it comes to the lore and actually gripping people back onto the story of Destiny, absolutely. I love it. And regardless of what anyone says and all the negative comments that I've seen on Bungie at the moment, I can guarantee you now when Renegades comes out, you're going to see a spike in the player base, because no matter how you think or how you feel, the majority of players always come back to Destiny on big content releases. And I, for one, have never left. So obviously I'm going to be there, and obviously I'm going to be streaming it. But at the same time, I just wanted to say, like, the actual look of Renegades, the actual feel of Renegades, and kind of what they've shown in that Vidoc, I think it looks really, really good. And that's just my opinion. I think it looks really, really good. Let's talk about gameplay, because the gameplay of Renegades might be completely trash, and we don't even know that. In fact, that's actually the part of the problem. That is part of the problem when it comes to Ash and Iron. Ash and Iron, on paper and presented to us, was like, oh, sick, this is cool. We get to use our ships and fly to all of these little different locations and do activities and things like that. On paper, that sounds really good. But actually playing it and living that experience was so draining. It was so draining. And again, guys, this is coming from someone that spent months and months and months grinding for a singular weapon in Destiny 1. Like, I'm not against the grind. If you give me something to grind for, I'll grind for it. Like, for example, that new crossbow. They released a new crossbow to the game that's Stasis. I'm a Stasis main, and it rolls with chill clip and serrated bolts. And they literally put that at an extremely ridiculously low percentage drop in this one activity, which is already quite jarring, in Ash and Iron. And I spent hours and hours, like, I actually, you know what, hours doesn't even put it into words. I spent over a day, like, constantly back to back grinding that activity, and then eventually on stream I got one roll of it, and that one roll of it actually turned out to be the god roll as well. So the first one I got was the god roll, and it was extremely lucky, and I was extremely happy, and I jumped out of my seat, and it was a whole interaction. And yeah, that's great. But at the same time, that feeling of when you get the drop, yes, that feels amazing. However, the drop rate of this thing was so unbelievably low, to the point where I wouldn't even recommend it. Like, the high of getting the weapon, dropping, and then getting the god roll all at the same time is still not really justified by the amount of hours and grind that you have to put into it. And the reason why I say it like that, even though I'm one of the people that literally lived that experience, I've got hours and hours and hours of my time and day to pour into this game. My entire life, other than work, is centered around Destiny 2. I log on for reset, which is going to be today, so I'll probably be live streaming that at some point. I jump into the game. I want to know what's going on. I want to grind for the latest and baddest and new thing. I want to go for a specific role that is tailored to what my playstyle is, and I'll do whatever it takes and whatever amount of time that takes to get it, because that is what my life is, and I'm okay with that, because I'm a Bungie fan and I'm a Destiny fan and I love this game. However, for other normal people out there that actually have a life and actually have other responsibilities that they need to take care of, pouring hours and hours and hours into an activity, that's just not viable. And I'm not exactly saying that Bungie just need to drop the item for people because we need to respect their time. That's not what I'm saying. Like, you have to have that grind element somewhere. But what I think Bungie need to work on is just finding that balance between spending days looking for something versus spending hours looking for something. Because the days are gone when we play Destiny 1. I'm a Destiny 1 player, and we're not talking hours or days grinding for a weapon. I'm talking months grinding for a weapon back in Destiny 1. And that was just a perfect roll in a legendary weapon, keep that in mind as well. Those days are gone. The demographic for that type of playstyle just doesn't exist anymore. And plus, that was 11 years ago when I was still at college. Just to put into perspective how old I am as well. Like, obviously I have responsibilities now being an adult. However, I had much less back then when I was still a teenager. So, you know, people had the time to do that back in those days. We don't anymore. Your teenager player base back then are adults with kids, with homes, with bills, with jobs and things like that. So it's completely different. And the reason why I wanted to touch base on that when it comes to me giving my opinion on Renegades is because I just don't want that type of content that we got with Ash and Iron and that feel of content with Ash and Iron to drip into Renegades. I want Renegades to be a brand new, fresh experience that's going to make me want to go into the game and be like, you know what? I'm actually having fun. Like, when was the last time you jumped into Destiny and actually said, I'm having fun? And before you actually properly answer that question, most of the time, I feel like we as players jump into Destiny because we say to ourselves, I have to get that gun. I have to get that gun, and I have to get that specific role on this gun because I want to talk about it. I want to make a video about it. I want to take it into raids. I want it to be a part of my build. A lot of people have that mindset of, I have to do this. However, there's a huge difference between I have to do this versus I want to do this because I'm enjoying myself and I'm having fun. And you know what? Without, talking too much shit about Ash and Iron, the activity isn't amazing, but it's not bad, if that makes sense. It's just fine, in my opinion. It's quite jarring. It goes on for way too long, in my opinion. The grind for a weapon with a low drop chance, which is literally just a heavy legendary weapon, is absolutely absurd. They did say that they're going to be making it better in the future, and they already did, set that premise that it's going to have a low drop chance, and then come October, you're going to be able to focus specific parts of the bow and things like that. So it will get better for players that just want to wait. However, like, I don't know about you, but I experience a lot of FOMO when it comes to Destiny as well. Like, I want to get involved. I don't want to miss out. I want the best thing, and that's just my playstyle. But at the same time, like, people are going into the game because they feel like they have to rather than they want to. And there's a huge difference between that. And I just think that it's not until you actually properly sit down, just take a moment and reevaluate actually what your personal feelings are towards the game for you to actually get to the conclusion of why you actually play it. At the end of the day, I don't want Destiny to fail. I love Bungie as a company, even though they've made a few kind of stupid decisions. Let me just say that. But I say that because I enjoy the people that work there. Like, you can very clearly see that they care about the game. You can very clearly see that they want what's best for the game. I just feel like they're in a position whereby some decisions are either withheld or not made or set to the side because they're scared to take risks. We already know that Bungie and Destiny are in a real bad position at the moment because people are just falling off. Ash and Iron came out, and a day later, you're seeing videos uploaded to YouTube saying that people are just completely done with Destiny. And then, a couple days later, Borderlands 4 comes out. And let me tell you something, I have had such an amazing time with Borderlands 4. I've been saying for years now, with all of these people comparing Destiny to Warframe, I have said for years, guys, Destiny is nothing like Warframe. If you want to compare Destiny, compare it to something like Borderlands. And then Borderlands 4 is just... I've said that for years, by the way. And Borderlands 4 has just come out. And now the eyes are starting to open because that game is packed full of loot. It is packed full of valuable time. It is packed full of missions. It is packed full of different subsections for you to explore. Secrets, Easter eggs, builds, characters, story. It is all there in Borderlands 4, and I haven't even scratched the surface of the other things that you can do in that game. So when you see the content that we get with Destiny versus the content that we've got with Borderlands, it's like night and day. And you can make the counter argument that Borderlands is a full game, brand new, that we're experiencing technically for the first time, and Destiny is just kind of more seasonal, kind of low-end content. And you know what? That is a valid opinion, because obviously releasing a full game versus, an update that Destiny has given us with Ash and Iron are two completely different things when it comes to the amount of content that you actually get with those things. However, I'm more so talking about the value of the product, if that makes sense. So for example, let's just say Borderlands 4 gave us an update. I already know what to expect in that update from Borderlands because the quality and value of content that they actually provide to us as the player just seems to be far more incredible. And this is coming from someone that played Borderlands 1, 2, and 3. So I'm in a little bit of a rocky situation at the moment because my channel is all about Destiny 2. I love Destiny 2. I'm not going to stop playing Destiny 2. If they make a Destiny 3, I'll play Destiny 3. I enjoy Destiny Rising. I think Destiny Rising is incredible because I want more Destiny and I want to enjoy more Destiny. And I'm playing more Destiny Rising than Destiny 2 right now because Destiny 2 isn't giving me the Destiny that I want, whereas Destiny Rising is giving me the Destiny I want. I'm not tired of Destiny and I want to keep on playing that game, but at the same time, now that I'm playing Borderlands as well, I am kind of moving off in that direction where I'm starting to really enjoy other things at the exact same time as well. And the reason why that kind of puts me in a little bit of a rocky position is because my channel is all about Destiny 2, which brings me on to my next point of a channel update. Guys, it's about time. It's honestly about time that I'm even having this conversation, to be honest with you. And I want to make it very clear. I am still a Destiny 2 YouTuber. I am still a Destiny 2 streamer. I am still a Destiny 2 content creator. And the videos that you will see primarily on my channel will always be Destiny related content. That will never, ever change so long as I live, right? And so long as the game lives. However, you are still going to be seeing other games on my channel. I'm excited about other games. Sure, I might not focus those games as hard. I might not play those games as much. And that is fine, because again, my roots are in Destiny. I know the lore about Destiny because I've studied it for over 11 years. Rich, deep lore that I just absolutely am obsessed with. I love the gameplay of Destiny 2 when it comes to the feel of weapons and the abilities. However, the activities definitely need a lot of work, and that's actually why the game is failing right now, on top of other things. But the point that I'm trying to make is, you're not just going to see Destiny 2 content on my channel anymore. I might dabble into other things. I'm actually really excited for the new Lego Batman game. You know what I mean? Like, the Arkham series for Batman, in my opinion, was absolutely incredible. And the fact that we're having a Lego-style game that is like the Arkham stuff, absolutely. Of course I want to play that. That looks absolutely insane. I love Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Stories 2, Monster Hunter Stories 1, and Monster Hunter Worlds and Wilds. I absolutely love those games. I had a fantastic time playing them when I'm not streaming and when I'm not making Destiny 2 content. And when Monster Hunter Stories 3 comes out next year, absolutely I'm going to be sinking my teeth into that. That's probably something that I'm going to bring to the channel. Things like Pokemon. I've literally got an entire setup to my right with just my Switch stuff. Like, literally, this is my recording, streaming, mega gaming PC setup. I've got another desk over there with more screens, literally just dedicated to play my Switch 2, because I like to play Pokemon. And that isn't even for streaming. That's just somewhere that I can go to chill out and play something else. And, you've got Pokemon Legends ZA, which comes out very soon. I might even want to stream that on the channel. Who knows? But the point that I'm making is, I'm just interested in all these other things that at this time, with the state of Destiny and with the fear of it not performing as well as what it used to back in the day, I do want to move in a direction whereby I bring you guys content of other games. And hey, look, I'm able to see the light through the dark. If you guys watch me for my Destiny content, that's fine. I'm glad you're still here. I'll still be giving you Destiny content. But at the same time, if you're watching me for me as well, just to hear my voice, see my face, see the things that I play, and get my live reaction and things like that, then obviously you're going to get even more of that with the content for other games that I'm going to be bringing to the channel as well. And again, I just want to reiterate this. Just because I'm talking about playing other games and bringing those to the channel, that doesn't always mean that I'm not going to be playing Destiny. I'm still going to be playing Destiny. I love Destiny. It's my main game. It's my favorite game. I am never going to stop making content for Destiny, because at the end of the day, that is my bread and butter. The point that I'm making is you are going to see me dabble in other things as well, and I really hope you guys stick around for that. Because at the end of the day, as much as I love Destiny, I'm just quite fearful at the moment that it is not going to survive for much longer. It just bothers me, man. It really just bothers me. And it honestly, it even hurts to say that, because like I said in this video, I love the guys that work at Bungie. I think they're absolutely fantastic people. You've got people that work in Bungie right now, and they genuinely are pouring all of their hearts and all of their time into making something that they believe is freaking cool. And I salute that, and I think that that's a fantastic mindset to have. And I love their game. I do. I have problems with the game. I share a lot of the feedback that people are complaining about online with the game. Just because I love it doesn't mean I am always in support of it. It's almost like a love-hate relationship. I love and am obsessed with this thing so much that I hate it at the same time. And hate is a little bit of a strong word, and I understand that, but it just feels like whenever they say, we're listening, we're making changes, we're doing this, we're doing that, and then they bring out this whole new update, it just isn't hitting as hard as what a Destiny update would have hit back in the day. And again, I don't want to shit talk Bungie, I don't want to shit talk Destiny, because ultimately I'm a fan. I'm a fan of them, I'm a fan of their game, and I want them to succeed. Everything that I'm saying is purely constructive, and it's just coming from passion, and it is just hard to see. Because that burn that I have in my stomach when I want to play Destiny, that's not ignited anymore, man. You know what I'm thinking right now? How soon can I finish this video so that I can get back onto Borderlands? And I've completed Borderlands, by the way. I've completed all the main missions. I'm at Ultimate Vault Hunter 5 now. The only thing really that I've got to do in Borderlands is finish off my build and do some bits around the map. and I'm so excited to do that. It's just mind-blowing. So yeah, I don't want this video to drag on too much, but just to give you the TLDR for anyone that's at the end of the video, Renegades looks amazing. I am excited for Renegades. I think it's going in a fantastic direction. I just hope that they don't give us a jarring experience with the gameplay experience and with the activities that we're getting with Renegades. I don't want another Ash and Iron-esque style coming to Renegades, because it's just not going to land and it's not going to stick, and by the time people finish the campaign and start the grind all over again, I just feel like it's going to be very, very short-lived, because ultimately people are fed up. So let's see what happens with that. Ash and Iron has put Destiny in a really bad position at the moment, and feelings just aren't great when it comes to that. So the actual kind of mindset for Bungie and for Destiny and things actually improving is at an all-time low, and it's sad to see. Borderlands is fantastic. I'm going to be playing more of that today after Destiny's reset, and an update for the channel basically saying that I'm going to be dabbling into other things as well. And just to be clear, because I know people like to twist shit on the internet, I'm not moving away from Destiny. I'm just going to be playing other games at the exact same time. If anything, my workload's just increased. But yeah. Anyway, guys, like I say at the end of all of my videos, your opinion is what matters most to me. So let me know what those are in the comment section below. If you want to follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, all of those links are in the description of this video as well. And I will catch you in the next one, guys. Thank you so much for your time today, and take care.